Today we're going to use the Marvin Field Fix for the bifold door. These are parts that Marvin made to help reinforce the intermediate carriers and our in carriers. The kit comes with a full set of installation instructions, which we're going to follow. And it also came with intermediate carrier reinforcement brackets, I guess you would call, along with some replacement screws that I believe are longer that we'll replace. We'll show you here. And it also comes with a lock nut for the end carrier. So we'll get that started right now. We're going to adjust the door, and we're going to reconfirm that everything is where it needs to be adjusted before we put the parts on. So we're going to move that little stop out of the way, and then we're going to go ahead and adjust the door up a little bit because it needs to go up. And then my partner is going to lock that little thing back into place where it needs to go.
Let's see, that's probably about good.
And then we're going to try the operation of the door before we put the part on. And there we go, on to step 2. Now that we adjusted the top carrier, we're going to confirm that the door shuts and locks to make sure that our placement of the deadbolt has not moved. So we're going to make sure that the door locks. All right, our next step is to remove one of these rollers here. And we're going to put this screw in this stop. So this will hold in this, so this does not spin when the door operates. First, we're going to remove that screw. Okay, we're going to spin so that this lines up with the rod. Like that. We're getting ready to put that on there, and as you can see how this is milled, it goes on in this manner, just like that, and then we'll go ahead and install that. Okay, now that we got that on there, that's the way it looks. If you do notice, this does stick down just a little bit, but that's the way the instructions show it, and it should be just fine. So now we'll move on to the end carrier. Okay, before we get started on the end carrier, we decided we're going to go ahead and try the operation of the door just to make sure everything is set fine. Works great. We get ready to put this nut on our end pivot here. Before I get started, I want to go ahead and mark this rod here. So when I put the alignment nut on there, I know how far to go. Now that we got that marked, we're going to go ahead and take the alignment nut so we can draw a pencil line right there as well, so we know exactly where to put this alignment nut. And keep in mind that we did already adjust this door where it needs to go. So okay, we're going to get started by moving this out of the way, and then we're going to go ahead and adjust this bolt all the way down so we can put that lock nut on there. Okay, we got the rod out, and you can see our lower pencil mark and our upper pencil mark. We're going to go ahead, move this down, and install the lock nut. And this is the way in the instructions Marvin shows how to put it. So the nylon part of the washer is at the top. We got it started. And now we're going to go ahead and line this back up with our pencil mark. Now we got our nut aligned up with our pencil mark. Now we're going to go ahead and adjust this and torque it up to where this is making really good contact with the bottom of our carrier. And then we're going to go ahead and take our wrench and we're going to tighten this nut so they're squeezed together really tight. Okay, my partner's going to put the wrench in there, and then I'm going to go ahead and tighten this nut. This is our first time doing this, so we're learning as you learn. This seems to be working great. We've cycled the door several times, and it seems to be working and holding great. Thank you for watching this video.